little people, big people, all people. This is another episode of Buffed Up Sports, the only podcast that talks Detroit sports, the WNBA, and boxing. So thank you for clicking on this episode. But first, few ground rules. If you want to go on the Buffed Up Sports website, go to buffedupsports.com. There, you will find the social media platforms that I'm on, and you will find the platforms that Buffed Up Sports is on, such as the podcasting platforms like Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Or if you like the video aspect, you can check out the YouTube channel as well. So go to buffedupsports.com for those things, as well as if you want to send, a little cha-ching, it's ways that you can help me out and financially support the show. So go to buffedupsports.com for that. Again, thank you for clicking on this episode. Please subscribe. So subscribe on YouTube, subscribe on Apple, subscribe on Spotify, subscribe on wherever you listen to the podcast on. Please subscribe. With that being said, again, thanks y'all. Hope you enjoy this one. Let's get on with the show. What's up, everybody? We back with another episode of Buffed Up Sports. We talking Tigers, Pistons, Lions, boxing, Red Wings, WNBA. Y'all see the background colors? It's the Tigers colors. I got the blue, the orange, the white in the middle. You see what jersey I got on? Y'all, I can't fit it. That was not planned. That was not planned at all. But I say all this to say, as y'all watch me struggle with the helmet back, it's so much Detroit sports to talk about, but more, I want to start with the Tigers. Y'all see me represent, because the Tigers, boy, let me tell y'all, I think I'm on the Tigers bandwagon. I mean, at the time of this recording, the Tigers are officially tied for the final wild card spot in the American League. I would have never thought this was possible. Not even probably 2 months ago, maybe not even a month ago, I would have thought, oh, the Tigers are going to be going into the final stretch of the season, tied for the wild card spot, still eligible to make it. But here we are. And I want to say, I think I might just be the Jinx. For those who don't know, I used to work with the Tigers. I started working with their opening day, so April till end of July. I worked with them until I got my new job at Gene Buttman Ford. More on that later. But yeah, so I'm working with the Tigers and all that, and they just were not that good. Why did they wait till I leave to make a run? I don't know. But I might just sign up for one of the playoff games just for the fun of it. But then again, I'm kind of scared. Like tonight's game, I don't think I'm gonna watch it, y'all, because I don't want to be the Jinx. I really think I might just be the Jinx. The team made the run like soon as I start working with them, right? And so somebody said, I was telling somebody my theory, like I might just be the problem. Like I'm gonna stay away. And it's like, no, it might not be you. It might be Javi Baez. I kind of hope that is the case. I kind of don't. I definitely don't want it to be me. But if it is me, I'm like, you know what? I'll stay away. If that's the sacrifice I got to make, I will gladly stay away from the Tigers. But yeah, I mentioned I might sign up for a playoff game. So the thing with the Tiger is you can pretty much work whenever you want. Granted, I told them that I was like done. I got a new job and all that. Thanks for the opportunity. But they still keep sending me the newsletters, still keep sending me schedule like days that I want to work, still send me free parking. So if I go to a game, hello. Anyway, I say all this to say, like, maybe I should sign up for a playoff game. If they make it, I think I got to, right? I think I got to do what I got to do. I think I got to sign up for the playoff game. So we'll see what happens. Like I said, at the time of this recording, they're tied for the final spot. Let's talk some Red Wings. I'm not going to put the puck on my head. They signed two of the young guys that we need to bring back. I like what the Red Wings have done this offseason. They bringing back who they need. Taking care of Patrick Kane. They just took care of Lucas Raymond. They took care of Mo Sider. Lucas Raymond is my age, which blows my mind. I should have been a hockey player. Anyway, Lucas Raymond is here for the next 8 years. Mo Sider is here for the next 7 years. Our future is set. Those two guys, they're going to be all right. Patrick Kane, we know he ain't got too much longer left. Dylan Larkin got a few years left. But Lucas Raymond and Mo Sider are here to stay. I'm happy for it because I don't know. I ain't going to lie. I don't know too many of the Red Wings players. I know those guys, though. I know those guys. I'm still learning this hockey thing, y'all. We don't know hockey. I'm just being real. We don't, but I'm learning. I'm gonna get everybody else on board. I'm gonna talk some Pistons first. Shout out Woj, Adrian Woj. I don't want to butcher that man name, but y'all know Woj, the guy that breaks all the breaking news in the NBA retiring. Who's gonna break the news now? Shams, but like who else? Cause you need a Batman, need a Joker. You know, the Packers need the Bears. Oh, Lions in our episode case. You know, you need that kind of thing though. You need that rival that you could, you know, the Avengers need Thanos. You need that person that just takes you to the next level. Shams need that. That's what Woj brought out of him. Yeah, congrats to Woj. You know, that's a legend right there. Now I gotta unfollow you. Now I gotta turn your notifications off. I'm sorry. Let's talk about the Pistons Media Day. Media Day is around the corner. That being said, we've got leaked City Edition jerseys for the season. I will go ahead and put it up right there. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I mean, if this is the City jerseys, I'm not too wrong. You know, I'm not mad at them. I see the Bad Boys tribute, and then I'm gonna show the leaked in-season tournament court. Here you go. All right, so same thing. Like it's okay. I've always been an advocate to say if the Pistons brought back the teal, the horse teal, not the teal color, but like that logo when we wore the teal, but you put the Detroit red, white, and blue on it, that jersey will make a killing. Like those would be the coldest jerseys in the NBA. But like the NBA jerseys now are pretty simple and boring. So I don't know. I do say leaked though for the City Edition jerseys and the in-season tournament court. Those are the leaked versions. Those are not confirmed by the Detroit Pistons or the NBA. They are leaked. This could be the actual ones. It could be completely opposite. It might be just a very close variation of what they might truly be. We do not know, but it's the dog days of the Pistons off season. We just needed something to talk about. Also, I want to talk about the schedule because I said I wasn't gonna go to any games this year, but I went to the Usher concert last week. I say Usher concert. Why are you bringing up Usher concert? I'm bringing it up because the concert. Just follow my story. I left work at 6. I made it downtown, parked around 7, like maybe right around 7, right? All the Pistons games, for the most part, start at 7. So I was like, if I go to a weekday game, because, weekend games are more money. But also, I'm at the point, I'm trying to go see certain players, So, like LeBron, he comes on Monday, November 4th, 7:30. I wouldn't mind seeing LeBron a 5th time. I've seen him 4 times now. I saw him the first time he was in Cleveland. I've never saw him in Miami. I saw him twice when he came back to Cleveland, once with the Lakers. So I wouldn't mind seeing LeBron a 5th time because it'll probably be the last time. I know I've seen LeBron more times than I've have left to see him. So I wouldn't mind seeing LeBron again. He's either 1 or 2 on everybody's greatest player of all time list. So that's what it is. And just the fact, knowing this is probably his last season, potentially, because he's finally getting his wish of playing with Bronny, like, my chances of seeing LeBron again are very slim. So this might be my last chance. That's why I'm leaning towards that game. But it's a 7:30 game. So I'm like, hey, if I get off at 6, I'll shoot to Detroit real quick. Hello. Same thing with the Golden State game. They got a 7 o'clock, though. I'm going to be cutting it a little more with that one. We know Golden State brings a crowd. So I wouldn't mind seeing Steph. Steph is probably my favorite player all time other than that guy right there with the bobblehead. So I wouldn't mind seeing Steph again. So I don't know. We're going to see if I go to a Pistons game or not this year. I mean, I'm going to go to a game. Y'all know me. I'm going to find a way down there at some point. But I'm not that pressed. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not that pressed to go. But if I could go to 2 games, it'll be those 2. So stay tuned for that. For those of you who don't know, I am actually a car salesman now at Gene Buttman Ford. I sell new cars, used cars, whatever car you want. Just come out, see me. We are located off Washington Avenue. I just want people to leave happy and comfortable with their new rides. I just love seeing the people's smiles on their faces when they leave those new rides. So if you want to leave with that smile, come see me. Reach my number at 734-544-2870. Again, 734-544-2870. Or email me, RJ Hunt at buttmanford.com. Again, we are located off Washington Avenue, right off Eastern Michigan campus. Come see me for your new ride. Touch down on the new car and drive like a superstar. You know, I love this team right here. I love this team. It's a lot of you listening who love the team just as much as me, maybe a little more, a little less, but that's besides the point of what I want to talk about right now. Us Lions fans got to do better. It's two tragic things that have happened in the last week that I just don't care for. Eastern Market, unnecessary. What are we doing? What are we doing? Why are we... I get it. The Lions lost. People emotions are high. That has no reason to do what happened, though. None. I get it. You're tailgating. People are drinking. Football brings out people's adrenaline. That's why a lot of fights happen at games. That's one thing. We fighting with our fists. Even that's unnecessary. But at least I could go home to my family after. The person who else is... the people fighting could go home. What happened at Eastern Market shouldn't happen. Why? And what tripped me out is... I mean, y'all know I'll be at the games and all that, right? So... my mom's like, I ran into my mom later. She's like, I was just about to call you, make sure you was good. I'm like, why, what's up? She was like, there's a shooting down there. Mind you, I took about a 20-minute walk that day from the stadium to my car because I parked somewhere different. But it's just the fact I'm in the city and that happens. Like, that could have been me. That could have been people, anybody. Who just thinking they going out to enjoy a football game as a Lions fan, and then they don't get... Come on, y'all. Unnecessary. Dan Campbell having to sell his home. Unnecessary. Your home is your private spot. That is your place you go to get away from the outside world. You don't just let anybody in your house, right? How many times you let somebody ring your doorbell and you don't even answer? Person don't even have to be somebody who's got bad intentions. They could just be honestly going about their business, doing whatever, but you don't answer that door, do you? Why? Because you don't want to be bothered. Why are we bothering the coach who's brought us the most success in most of our lifetimes? You know what I'm saying? Like, that man has done so much good for us, unnecessary to be bothering him. I don't care if you come in with good intentions. I ain't gonna lie to you. I know where some people stay. Do you think I go to their addresses stalking them? Do you think I be sending them mail stalking them? No, I don't even tell people. Of course, I don't tell other people where they stay because that's private. I don't want nobody bothering me at home. Why should I go bother them? Think, these people are humans too. I get it. Even if you go into Dan Campbell's house with good intentions, you're just a fan that's a little creepy. So, no, that's not cool though. Again, these people are humans and we got to get that through our head. These people are humans. Now, to actual football. Still not happy because I don't know what was up. The Rams game, exciting as can be. Let me tell you, that was an environment I will never forget. Felt like a playoff game. Sunday night football, that overtime, the coin toss at overtime with the old dog versus the new dog, Goff versus Stafford was insane. But in the last game I was at, it was the Buccaneers, and Goff didn't have a good game. The whole team looked off. Really, I mean, the special teams play. What the heck was that? We got to be better against Arizona. Be smarter. Be smarter against Arizona. Be more disciplined against Arizona because pass interferences have also not been in our favor this season. Be disciplined. Make smart decisions and be disciplined. You do that, you will win against Arizona. But I mean, I did say I do want to leave on a positive note on the Lions because I talked about I was at the games. I'm at the games. I'll be at every home game this season. I'm on the hype squad for those who don't know. So that when they score the touchdown, I run around the field with the flag. I'm throwing the t-shirts. It's a best thing to do. It's honestly the coolest gig ever, really, especially if you are a Lions fan because I get the best seat in the house. I pretty much get to be the hypest fan. I take that back. But I get to be a fan in the stadium, right? But the coolest part was that when against the Rams, when J-Mo scored that touchdown, right before he high-fived me coming out of the tunnel, which I thought was weird because we're not supposed to say anything to the players. So I didn't go reaching out to him, but he high-fived. He walked by, just wanted to high-five me. Cool. The funny part is, though, when he scored that touchdown, if I'm at the well, here's the clip. So a lot of people saw that. I saw one angle of it on NFL, and you can see me on the NFL's Twitter page. You can see me in the background a little bit, but I didn't. You can't. If you don't know it's me, you're not gonna know it's me. But then the other angle, J-Mo posted it on his Twitter page. The one I posted just now, he posted that on his Instagram page. I had people sending it to me like, "Yo, you're on Instagram." I had no idea, but the part that cracks me up the most, I got asked, were you nervous doing that in front of all, like doing the dance in front of all those people? Because Ford feels 60,000 strong, you know? The answer is absolutely not. I wasn't thinking about that in the moment. I'm a fan first, so when he scored the touchdown, I'm seeing him, hey, I'm up there, hey, with him, you know? Like, I'm a fan in the moment. It was all adrenaline. I did not plan that. I did not mean to do that. It's not like I said I was gonna do that too, you know. It just happened. But no, it's so cool. The next game I'll be at is the Calvin Johnson ceremony game. The Pride of the Lions, I think, whatever their Ring of Honor. I shouldn't say whatever. I'm downplaying it now, but no, like their Ring of Honor, their jersey retirement, that thing. They're doing it for Calvin Johnson. Hey, what if they announce he's getting a statue? Now, before anybody starts anything, disclaimer: I genuinely do not know. I don't even know if they're wearing the black jerseys that night. That's my speculation. I do think they're wearing the black jerseys. My own speculation. It has not been said to me. We even asked. They said we don't know. That was the answer I got. Fair enough. As far as Calvin Johnson getting a statue, again, I didn't even ask about that. I'm just curious. And but no, that's the next one I'll be at. So I'm looking forward to it. It'll be a Monday Night Football game. I'm gonna struggle at work the next day, but you know we gotta do what we gotta do. Speaking of Lions, though, I do want to show this real quick. So since I work with the team, I get some gear, you know, different things sometimes. Here is a plastic bag by the Lions. Now, I'm going to give this bag away to one of my loyal listeners, right? There's a catch, though. It's catch to everything, right? No, it's easy, though. All you have to do is follow me on Twitter or Instagram at RJ_Hunt36. That's step one, right? Step two, you have to post the link to this episode or to my podcast YouTube channel in general, right? You do either one of those. And when you post that link, this is the third step, you have to @ me or mention me. You do it on your Instagram stories, mention me. If you do it on the post, tag me, @ me on Twitter, okay? So what was the steps? Step one, follow me on social media at RJ_Hunt36. Step two, post the link to this episode or to my YouTube channel. Step three, @ me, mention me, or tag me in one of those posts that you put up. You do that, you'll be entered into a raffle. The bag is yours if you win the raffle. All right? Cool. Next thing I want to talk about as we transition into the non-Detroit sports, we're going to boxing next, but I want to show y'all this Lions F-150. Check it out.
I'm RJ Hunt from Gene Butman Ford, and it's time for a scouting report on the 2024 Ford F-150 4x4 Super Crew Detroit Lions Limited Edition. Hybrid electric 10-speed automatic transmission, 3.0 liter power boost engine. So, are you a member of One Pride? Don't be hesitant and get this ride. Go for it like only Dan Campbell would. Just look inside. Or run inside like David Montgomery. The truck even has the Lions logo on the headrest and the seats. I mean, look at this thing. Don't you want to be Ford tough when you driving the games at Ford Field? It's time to touch down on a new car and drive like a superstar. You see me and Jameson Williams doing our dance. What will be your touchdown dance when you drive away with this F-150? There's only one way to find out. So come on down to Gene Butman Ford and come see me, RJ, and I'll help you drive away with this Detroit Lions limited edition F-150.
So yes, as I said in the video, that is a limited edition. If you notice, it had the number 14 because it was the 14th edition of that Lions F-150 truck. That F-150 truck got to go to a diehard fan, man. So if you think that's you, reach out to me again, 734-544-2870 at Gene Butman 4. RJ, I'm a car salesman, so reach out to me. But also, I didn't mention this in the video. Whoever buys that truck, we at Gene Butman 4 are going to give that lucky person a free Amon-Ra St. Brown jersey. Because Amon-Ra St. Brown wears number 14. The vehicle, the truck, is the 14th edition of 800. So why not get the lucky fan the Amon-Ra St. Brown jersey for free? I mean, you did spend that money on that truck, but it's okay. We gonna give you the jersey for free. So if that is you to get the jersey, come on out. Now let's tiptoe to the boxing. I didn't watch the Canelo fight. I had to work the next day. I was out celebrating my mom's birthday. More on that in a minute. So yeah, that's why I didn't watch the Canelo fight. But my boy, y'all know Mondays. I asked him, I said, man, should I stay up and watch the fight? I know I got to work tomorrow and I'm out celebrating my mom's birthday, but I kind of want to watch the fight. Should I go for it? He said, bro, you know who about to win? Canelo gonna beat Edgar Berlanga. Like, it's not like Berlanga's gonna beat Canelo. It's not happening. I'm like, you right, fair point. Didn't watch the fight. Stand corrected. Canelo won. I haven't even seen any highlights. I knew it was gonna happen. What is there to see? But the upcoming fights, I will be trying to watch the Anthony Joshua versus Daniel Dubois fight for the heavyweight championship. Anthony Joshua, AJ, will become the second person in history to become a 3-time heavyweight champion if he is victorious tomorrow. He will be the second person in history. Who was the first, you asked? The greatest of all time, Muhammad Ali. Anthony Joshua and Muhammad Ali in the same sense is very crazy. However, after tomorrow, that could be a thing. Stay tuned for that. We got my homegirl Alicia Baumgartner getting back in the ring in about a week after about over a year away. And then we got my guy Tony Harrison just announced October 26th. He got a fight in Dallas after almost 2 years away. So I'm looking forward to both of my, folks fighting. We had Clarissa Shields not too long ago in July. So now we got Alicia this month, Tony in October. I'm happy for it. So stay tuned, y'all. Let's talk WNBA playoffs. But before we do that, I do want to talk about a WNBA team getting added in to the league. Portland. Really? Portland? Just because they got Nike, y'all think Portland deserves it? Portland had a team before. If we're going to bring teams back, why not Detroit shot. Swing Cash, Katie Smith, that don't ring a bell to y'all. Tweety Nolan, come on now, man. What? 3-time champions? No disrespect to the Dallas Wings, but what have they done since they've been in Dallas? They ain't sure didn't do nothing in Tulsa other than draft the one and only Skylar Diggins Smith. But I say all this to say, why is Portland getting the team back before Detroit? By 2028, Detroit better have a team when the league goes to 18 teams, as Kathy has said. Kathy, make it happen, please. Let's talk playoff picture. I'm going to give my first round predictions. We got best of 3. Let's do it. First matchup, we got the number 1 seed, New York Liberty, versus the number 8 seed, Atlanta Dream. First of all, I want to say I'm glad the Dream got in the playoffs because I know they was fighting out with the Mystics and the Chicago Sky. Angel Reese got hurt. I said, I don't want to see the Sky in the playoffs. I'm going to be honest with you. I'd rather see the Dream because everyone on here knows I'm actually a Dream fan for real. I don't know what they went through this season, but I'm actually a Dream fan. So I'm happy they got in. I'm just unfortunate to say they're going to lose to the Liberty sweep. 2 games. Liberty and 2. Next matchup, number 2, Minnesota Lynx versus the number 7, Phoenix Mercury. Diana Taurasi, thank you for your service. I think this is your last playoff series, though, because I had the Minnesota Lynx in 2. I'm sorry, White Mamba, but the Minnesota Lynx are legit. Everybody knows I'm a fan of a team that I'm about to mention next, but if that team doesn't win the championship this year, my pick is definitely on the Minnesota Lynx. I do think the Minnesota Lynx go to the finals, too. More on that in a second, though. We got number 3, Connecticut Sun versus the number 6, Indiana Fever. Shout out Caitlin Clark for being a rookie. She's probably going to be Rookie of the Year. I'm about to give my award predictions next, but I'm just going to go ahead and say it. I think she's the Rookie of the Year. Shout out for her to getting her team in the playoffs her first season. Now, let's not hate on Angel Reese because she didn't do the same for the Chicago Sky, because the Chicago Sky would have been in the playoffs, in my opinion, had Angel Reese not got hurt. With that being said, Connecticut Sun versus Indiana Fever. I had the Sun in 3. I do think the Fever get a game in, but the Sun are going to do it in 3. Lastly, we have a battle. We got the number 4 Las Vegas Aces versus the number 5 Seattle Storm. These two teams have met in the playoffs many times in the last few years. However, I do have the Aces winning in 3. It's going to go to full 3 games. The Storm are no joke, but the Aces know how to turn it up in the playoffs, especially A'ja Wilson. Now, with that being said, let's talk about the playoffs. No, we just talked about the playoffs. Let's talk about the WNBA awards for the season. Defensive Player of the Year, I'm starting to Fisa Collier, but Fee ain't winning. Fee not winning because A'ja Wilson gonna win the Defensive Player of the Year. Why? Because she got better blocks and steal stats than Fee. A'ja's leading the league in blocks. But on top of that, they keep saying Fee because Fee's the best player on the best defensive team. That's fine and all, but doesn't the award say best defensive player, not team? Therefore, A'ja Wilson is the best defensive player in the league. She deserves the Defensive Player of the Year award. Next, 6th Player of the Year, Tiffany Hayes of the Las Vegas Aces. I think she deserves it. Tiffany Hayes was out of the league. She retired. And then she came back hooping on a team that's playoff caliber, championship contender caliber, if you will. And look what she's doing for them. Tiffany Hayes is your 6th Player of the Year. The most improved player, I get why people want to say Dejanay, and don't get it twisted. Last year, Dejanay was my pick. I didn't think Satu Sabally deserved it. Satu Sabally was already an all-star caliber player, missed a good chunk of the season, came back, playing at an all-star level again. They gave her most improved player. That's not a most improved player. That's a comeback player. Dejanay was the one who went from something to something even more. She deserved it last year, and as much as Dejanay deserves it this year, I can't do it because I got to give it to Kennedy Carter. Unlike Satu Sabally missing the season, Kennedy Carter was out of the season because nobody wanted her. They didn't think she could work with other teammates. They didn't think she was WNBA, worthy. What did she do, though? Got buckets all season long. Straight dogged on them for the Sky this season. She made the Sky exciting. Her and Angel and the rest of their young team, which the Sky were much better than I thought this year. So I'll give them that. Kennedy Carter's my most improved player. Coach of the Year is Cheryl Reed. Why? The Lynx went from one of them. They was straight. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. They was boo-boo last year, right? Look at them this year. Hooping. One of the best teams in the league. Again, if not the Aces, that's what I was gonna say. If the Aces don't win it, my pick is the Lynx. I've been saying it since midway through the season. If the Aces don't win the championship, my pick to win is the Minnesota Lynx. Rookie of the Year, Angel Reese, you had a great run, but it's Caitlin Clark. It's Caitlin Clark. I got to give it to Caitlin. And then MVP is unanimous. If it's not unanimous, I dare somebody to vote 4th place A'ja this year. I dare somebody to do 2nd or 3rd. If it ain't all 1 place votes to A'ja freaking Wilson, shame on you. Now, I want to say something about A'ja Wilson. I'm going to give her flowers because the other day, A'ja Wilson became the first. Let's also break this down. A'ja Wilson broke the league record for most rebounds in the season and most points in the season, also being the first player to reach 1,000 points in the season. That's not your MVP, but that's besides what I'm about to say, because when she reached that 1,000-point marker, she, thanked her teammates in the locker room after the game. She said something that it hit for me, because she said she was basically giving her teammates their flowers, because she said, basically paraphrasing, she was like, they uplift her the days where she was like, I hate being A'ja Wilson. And that hurt my feelings, because A'ja Wilson, I know I ain't speaking for myself, because I know people be like, I'm going to speak for myself. I know I'm not doing that in this one. I speak for a lot of people when I say we love A'ja Wilson. We love what she does on the basketball court. We love the impact she brings to the game. We love the fact that Nike's about to give her a shoe finally after so long. We love the fact she's about to be a 3-time MVP. She's a 2-time champ, Defensive Player of the Year. We love all that about A'ja Wilson. If you're a Miami Heat fan, you love Bam Adebayo. We love all that about A'ja Wilson, right? But my point is, we're going to give A'ja her flowers. We going on Buffalo Sports, we gonna show y'all how much we love A'ja Wilson. We don't want A'ja Wilson to hate being A'ja Wilson, because that's just not fair to her. I hate that she's going through that. But We gonna give Asia Wilson her flowers, right? Because just I mentioned earlier, my mom, I was with her celebrating her birthday. Happy birthday, mom. My mom went to Vegas though. She left me. Her and my dad went. They enjoyed themselves. I wanted to go, but your boy had to stay home and work. Besides the point. My mom goes to Vegas. I said, Mom, you got one job, one mission while you in Vegas. She like, what? I said, I need an Asia Wilson shirt. I need an Asia Wilson shirt. Mom, you just get it for me. I'll give you the money. I will send you the money. Just give me the shirt while you out there. Because it ain't like we got them in Michigan for real. So I said, Mom, you give me that shirt. I'll give you the money. Just give me the shirt. That's all I asked. Find that shirt. My mom told me. As soon as she got home, I was like, Mom, you get that shirt? She's like, well, what happened was we looked high and low. I got you something else. If you don't like it, let me know. I'll have to take it to the nearest outlet or whatever, but let me know if it worked. Go in the bag. My mama came through. She ain't give me an Asia Wilson shirt. Mama got me an Asia Wilson